Good morning. For people who are just now watching me, at times I can be very boring and other times very interesting. The purpose of my video is to tell about a day in my life. I started my videos of the day I was born. I'm still, as far as my storytelling about my life, I'm still in elementary school, and sometimes I throw in stories that bother me today. Other times I tell the research that people have asked me to do. I am a wellness advocate for doTERRA essential oils, and I'm also a home economics major. I minored in education and child development. There's a lot of things I know. I'm 73 years old, or shall I say 73 years young. I do have issues when I'm reading or telling my stories. Sometimes I got brain fog. Sometimes I want to look at my notes and I really can't see them because I have macular degeneration. I also am dyslexic. So if I have to read something, that brings me problems too. And nervousness. I am so nervous. So that is another reason that I do my little storytelling on this channel. And I really hope you subscribe. I hope you enjoy. And I hope I have something that I can teach you. But today, I'm talking about my daddy and our third vacation. When I think about my dad, my vacations, I think, was the best thing in my life that ever happened. Well, there's been other things, but at this moment, I've always cherished my vacations with my dad. Now, this year, my father was working on an oyster boat. In the past, when I was thinking about or doing what my dad did, trying to get my memory straight, it wasn't oyster season, okay? But that was back in the 50s, and they didn't have any limitations on the oysters. Oysters came on this earth about 148 million years ago. So they have been around for a while, except we have polluted the waters and we have over-harvested the oysters. Where our oysters used to be, they don't survive any longer. So oysters are becoming an endangered species, I'm sure. They took, after, I don't know, I couldn't find the date of when they stopped doing open season on oysters. But they did start the oyster season in October, and now it's been moved to November. I can't remember the turn-off date. I don't think I put it in my notes. But anyway, I remember walking on the Matagorda Bay with my Uncle Bob, and he'd pop up the oysters and he'd eat them, and ooh, nasty little slimy things. I think the first time I ate an oyster, I was around 19 years old in New Orleans. But at that time, I was in my uncle, I was probably around 9 or 10 years old. I don't remember. But this summer, we were in Port Comfort. And Port Comfort is the port of Port Lavaca. So, and being that I was down the street from my Aunt Ann and Uncle Bob and my grandmother, I always got to go see them and everything. And I really loved being at Uncle Bob's and Aunt Ann's house. They had a little farm, and they did their home canning, and I don't know, it was just a little across the street from a little convenience store. The memories are so much. The love in my heart for my Uncle Bob and Aunt Ann. I sure wish they were here. But time goes on. Anyway, let me take a quick look at my notes. I think my best memory of Port Lavaca is when I was sitting on the propane tank, and there was a vicious, horrible storm over Port Lavaca. I mean, the whole horizon was nothing but lightning. I think we were about Port Comfort, I think it's about 10-15 miles from Port Lavaca. It was an amazing light show, like one I have never seen and one I hope I never see again, because the aftermath of that lightning storm almost destroyed Port Lavaca. But I don't know, the lightning, I kind of grew to love lightning because it was such a beautiful display of Mother Nature in a deadly kind of way. But the next thing I remember is, since we were so close to my Aunt Ann and my Uncle Bob, we had to go to Bible school. And I really enjoyed Bible school. And we made a little basket of the popsicle sticks, and it was real nice. And then we got to put a little picture in the middle of it, and we called it a bread basket. I can't remember. We made other things that summer, but that's the one that stands out in my mind. It was only 2 weeks long, but it was a good time in Baptist church. Then, my cheating days. We have to remember my cheating days. I didn't get away with it, but you can't say I didn't try. We were picking cotton. I mean, your fingers are getting cut, and you just pick and pick and pick, and there's no end to it. And the bag I'm dragging is twice my size, if not 3 times, and just putting the cotton in there. So boring. The only thing that was nice, I think, in the cotton field is the farmers always planted watermelon, so that if you were thirsty, there was a watermelon to hydrate you. I cheated, and I put some stuff in my bag. Man, they caught me so fast, so I guess I'm not the only one. I'll tell you right now, cotton picking days, they're very hard work. And I'm glad I got the opportunity to pick cotton. And the summer days, it was not exciting as the summer before, but there was still excitement. And it was a different kind of excitement, a different kind of adventure, and it had its memories. I think the worst thing that happened that summer was that we always slept with our windows open with the screens, for the fresh air. And some man crawled over my bed. My daddy caught him in the kitchen. But nothing harm came to me. My Father in heaven watched over me that night. So that was a good story. And I think that's all I have to say for my third vacation. And I'm sure if I tried real hard, I could find a cotton picking song, but I didn't think about it. way down yonder. I don't know. I don't know. I should have looked, but I didn't. So just remember, I am a wellness advocate. I support myself with my essential oils. And if you ever need an essential oil, this is a certified, pure, tested grade. And it has many advantages. What am I looking at today? I am looking at fentanyl. So fentanyl, the only thing at the top of my head that I can think that it's good for is for lactating mothers, so it drops down more milk. But remember, if you have any questions about essential oils, please put them in the question comment below, and I will tell you what I know. And I'm looking forward to my next video, and I'll try not to stay gone so long this time. Remember, thumbs up, share, and I'm going to be doing upcoming videos. Someone asked me about self-centered people. Another person asked me about arsenic poisoning. And another person asked me about what essential oils are good for dogs. So that's 3 videos right there. And I will be working on those. And I wish Linda and Anita were here to add to my 3rd vacation. And I sure do miss them. God bless you.